Why am I so flawed? Why am I so skeptical of God? Why do I pretend like I didn't see it when I saw it? Why am I so bold to look back when I've been caught?
Oh God! Oh God! Oh, recorded. Oh, yeah. I would never make videos like that. That was probably cringe. I don't even want to look at that. I hate when people do that. Actually, it's sickening. What's going on, y'all? As y'all can see, this is my first video on my new channel. My name's Rashad. I'm 28 years old, from St. Louis. About to move to Chicago, so this is why you see all my clothes right here. You know, first time moving out of my hometown. I've been away, obviously, from college. Went away from my hometown outside of college and stuff like that. That's been cool. But like my first time moving into a new city by myself. I do know people there, but definitely taking the approach like I don't know anybody. Not like I hate them and I won't see them or whatever, but you know, just fresh start and all that type of stuff. And so super excited and super nervous. I've seen many people on YouTube make these videos, and I'm not necessarily explaining why in this particular video as far as like why I'm moving and things like that, but I do think it's interesting in all these videos that I've seen people do. I think the feeling that they talk about starting to finally hit, and you're like, man, you leaving, and what that looks like. And I think, you know, when you make decisions in life and you are taking a step towards, you know, what works best for you in your journey, you can put yourself in like this weird space because it is excitement. It's excitement in the beginning, just simply because, again, it's a new place, it's a new environment. I already have my apartment and stuff like that. Grateful to have a job up there too. But, you know, you also realize, excuse me, Jesus, excuse me. Also, shout out to my dog CJ, you know, Retro Boys, tight end. The transitions of life is just like interesting. You know, people think about timing and like 5-year plans. This wasn't in my 5-year plan at all. Not to necessarily move out of St. Louis was my 5-year plan, but like moving to a specific place was not a part of my 5-year plan. I've been the person over the past couple of years who's just been focusing on just, you know, allowing things to be. I'm really big on trying to detach and detach, you know, just allowing things to be, just letting life flow a certain way. I'm not a guru in that aspect, so I'm not gonna come here and tell you like these were 10 tips on how to detach yourself from like everybody that's broken your heart over the past 10 years. Like, I'm not doing that.
That's why?
Like at all. You know, but I think once you kind of recognize just how life works and it really is a flowing process, I think that's the easiest way for us to like really truly understand like how much control that we don't have in this life, but also how much control that we do have as far as how we go about those things, you know what I mean? And so with something like this, you know, it was a decision that I gave it some time, thought about it. And even then, you know, with this decision I made over 2 months ago, it's really interesting seeing the emotional side come in, like the emotions come in, and you think about all the memories that you have here and all the things that connect you here, all your favorite places to eat. You know, I'm a very simple person. I like to do the same things. I like to watch movies, like actually go to a theater like 2 or 3 times a month. I like to hoop a couple times a week, work out, make content, game, you know, things like that. Read. I'm a huge reader. My favorite book, since we're here, my 2 favorite books, man, are right here, man. The 4 Agreements, which I would say everybody needs to read at least once in their life. And then also Cry Like a Man by Jason Wilson. As an author myself, these 2 books have always inspired me to be simple. And I'm not saying that these books are simple. I'm saying that, you know, there's a simple language in the writing itself that I think is very digestible for people. And then also, they're just 2 truths, you know. I think the 4 Agreements itself is just a representation of how we should just live our lives as human beings. And then Cry Like a Man is, you know, just escaping emotional incarceration from a male perspective, but a black male in particular, understanding the powers of our emotions and being okay with being expressive and vulnerable, which I'm really big with. I'm a zodiac signs, for those who actually care about that. I'm a Pisces. Before you just like kill us off, we're all not the same, you know, we're all like crazy, all not overly emotional and sensitive. I am sensitive, but I'm not overly emotional and emotionally reactive in that sense. But I do wear my heart on my sleeves 100%. And the other part of me, I guess I didn't really introduce, is that I'm in school to be a therapist right now, a mental health counselor. My goal with that is to have my own practice and to work with kids primarily, but I won't necessarily limited myself to that. But for me being in therapy for almost 2 years now, I would say if I probably learned these things over the process when I was a kid, the easier my life would have been. So I'm super excited to be a part of that journey. So yeah, this channel is not just about this, right? This is just the basis. You'll also see my podcast on here, Knowing is Knowing. I've been doing podcasts for years. I will specify that, not to seem like I'm better than anybody, but this will be my fourth one. I look at podcasts like albums, solely because I think each of the titles that I've had have represented me in a certain point. I'm praying to God that this one sticks. Knowing is Knowing. Shout out to my brother Curtis, aka Neptune. He's been saying that for a while. And I feel like that I want to incorporate something that he's been saying into my content, because knowing is knowing. Like, what does that mean? I don't know, but I definitely have to give him credit for, creating the name and him blessing me with the opportunity to use it, because I think it's really important that I always show love to people who have been there for me. And so, what is the channel going to be about? It's going to be bigger than this mess. I promise you. It's going to be about improving yourself. My podcast, obviously, on the side. I may do some vlogs in the between time, I guess, in different places. But more than likely, a lot of my vlogs will be in my apartment in Chicago. Not that I don't want to produce content in other places. I just think right now, as I really take this YouTube journey seriously, I want to just stay consistent on that. I don't want to promise you I'm going to give you a day in the life, and I can't even deliver that. But I am a very consistent guy. But I will be mindful, and not only my own experiences, but also just life itself. This is all about a journey. It's not about speed. I do understand the importance of volume and consistency as a content creator, but I'm not going to overwork myself to be something that I'm not. I think when you get to this space and the bigger you get, the more expectations come around and all those great things, and that's cool and that's fine, but I'm going to handle this my way. But I will be consistent because this is something I care about, something I've been doing for years. But I think I'm also at a point now where this is like, I figured it out. Like, I figured out myself, and I'm confident in myself to actually do this my way, the right way. And just hopefully you'll join the journey with me, man. Like, I'm excited. Like I said, this is the beginning. This mess will be gone soon, but as I can admit, I can procrastinate a bit. Like I said, I was folding clothes, putting stuff together, and I was like, you know what? Why not just make a quick video? Like, that's how my mind works. It goes on to the next. But we're going to get back to it, I promise you, though. But yeah, man, quick video. Just be yourself at always in your journey. Embrace this life for what it is. Everything in this world is temporary. Things come and go, people come and go, but you stay true to yourself. You focus on yourself. Everything works out in its own way. I promise you, you just got to continue to believe in yourself. Think positively. Don't allow the world to deter you and throw you off your journey. People will leave you. They will hate on you. They will deny your abilities and your gifts. But you have to know about yourself first. You have to know what you are capable of doing. But I'm going to shut up, right, man? Make sure you subscribe, man. The next video you see, hopefully, will be in my apartment, actually. And super excited to show you all that. But until next time, peace.